Welcome back. It's a end of a dramatic week of surfing action in Oahu, Hawaii. The ASP World Surfing circuit wrapped up at Pipeline on the North Shore with the final day of competition at the Vans Triple Crown. Our Tracy Holmes reports on an afternoon full of firsts at the beach.
So there's been dramas aplenty on the final day of the Vans Triple Crown. The quarterfinals, each of them a sensation. More drama unfolding in the semi-finals. And now it's the final of the Vans Triple Crown here at Pipeline, Hawaii. The finalists have both been here before. Last year's runner-up, Kieran Perot, in blue. His opponent, two times Vans Triple Crown champion Joel Parkinson, in red. Both of them World Tour veterans, both of them from Australia. Both of them yet to win the prestigious Billabong Pipe Masters. Let's look at today's path to the final. Up against Hawaii's Jamie O'Brien in the first quarter-final, Parkinson was showing why he's a Triple Crown champion. Quarter-final number 2, Vans World Cup champion and Triple Crown contender John Florence dominates until the final 3 minutes, when 11 times world champion Kelly Slater pulls his usual last-wave thriller out of the bag to knock out the new kid on the block. Florence's opponent for the Triple Crown title is Tahiti's Michel Perez, who's too good for Hawaii's Evan Valère, and he's through to the semis. And finally, Kieran Perot, desperate for a win at Pipeline, showed his class against Brazilian Gabriel Medina in quarter-final number 4. So, off to the semis. Parkinson in red, Slater in blue.
He's in the barrel, travelling. There he is, coming out. And Kelly caught this wave without priority. No priority. And on the outside, Parko. Joel Parkinson, light drop, driving. Big cover up. Parko comes out for the goal. He makes it through.
With barrel after barrel, the competition is close and intense. Parkinson sits narrowly on top and Slater needs a wave. But this is a rare occasion where the clock beats the champ. Parkinson into the final. Now Michel Perez gets his chance. He must make the final to win the Triple Crown. But Perot is on a mission, not wanting to feel the desperation of last year's loss. And it's an all-Australian showdown. The final becomes mate versus mate.
Kieran snakes that one from Joel Parkinson. Underneath, Parko was a little too far out, and Kieran comes down. Wow.
It was a battle of who wanted the title most, and in the 22-year history of the Pipe Masters, it's Australians who have won most often. This year, another Australian's name goes on the title board, Kieran Perot, who until this week didn't have enough points to qualify for next year's World Tour. Today, he's guaranteed a berth for another year. He's won his first ever event title after almost 10 years of trying, and not just any event. It's the Billabong Pipe Masters, the one every surfer craves. And he's $75,000 richer. More than anything, it's just a huge relief.
It's been a totally different event and just, yeah, it hasn't sunk in for sure. It was a really emotional day yesterday because winning that heat, I was just, I was almost in tears out there because I'd made it back onto the tour and I was still in two minds about whether I even wanted to do it. So. But now that I've won this event, yeah, I'll definitely go around again for sure.
You're talking to viewers on China Central Television who may not know of the exhilaration of riding a wave. Yeah. Explain what that's like and what it's like here at a beach that really defines surfing history.
It's phenomenal here. I mean, this reef it's got so much folklore attached to it, I guess, and it just everyone who comes here wants to surf pipe and. It's hard to get good waves out there. You know, when it's crowded and it's good and the locals are out, it's tough. So I could probably count not a huge amount of good waves I've had in free surfs, but in an event to have only one or two other guys is just phenomenal. And I mean, even as a spectator, watching on the beach right here gives you a totally different perspective than watching on TV or online. So it's a great place to come and watch.
And the new kid on the block, John Florence, doesn't go home empty-handed either. He becomes the youngest ever Vans Triple Crown champion for being the most consistent, highly placed surfer across all 3 events. And the 2011 surfing season comes to a close. This is Tracy Holmes at the Vans Triple Crown in Hawaii for CCTV News.